Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about a upcoming big tornado outbreak possible tomorrow. There's a big outbreak possible tomorrow. Here is your thumbnail of the video. Here, you see those oranges toward this, going all the way up toward this area up here. We see some of those reds, and then we see two purple areas right here for today's storms, and then tomorrow's storms. We see some pinks in here too, and then white. So yeah, this is my thumbnail of the video. It looks like it's gonna be a big tornado outbreak tomorrow. So let me know in the comments if you guys think there will be a high risk tomorrow. I really expect a high risk, but I just want to see what you guys think. So yeah, let's get into the video here, because this will probably be a long video. So yeah, we see there is a tornado watch right now in effect, making this a little late because of my schoolwork that took a while to do. So we see some thunderstorms starting to develop right now, some of those moving into the severe thunderstorm watch area, and then there are some in the tornado watch area. Let's look at a better view of this on WSV3, and we see some thunderstorms here, right in this area, 2-inch hail and 6-mile-per-hour winds. That is very big hail. We see a tornado watch. The tornado watch is until 10 p.m. tonight. And we see a severe thunderstorm watch where some storms are trying to get into. That includes Dallas severe thunderstorm watch until 10 p.m. tonight. So we're going to have to watch both of these areas. But here are the counties, probabilities, 30%. For tornadoes, 30% for wind, 60% for hail, and overall 80% chance of storms in this tornado watch region. So yeah, let's get to our severe thunderstorm watch here. Here are the counties, doing Dallas, the warnings, no warnings at the moment, and then the probabilities, 20% chance of a tornado, 30% chance of wind, 40% chance of hail, and then overall 70% chance. So let's look at the storm prediction center's today's outlook. So we have a marginal risk of severe weather in this region. We have a slight risk in this region here, and then we have a surprising, I did not expect for today, a slight risk, or not slight, enhanced risk for today. I did not expect enhanced risk today, but we do have an enhanced risk where we have a tornado watch right now, and there's a severe thunderstorm watch too. I did not expect the enhanced risk. I was surprised when I saw that earlier today. So we could be seeing some strong thunderstorms in this area. Let's look at the tornado risk. This is the day before the possible tornado outbreak, and we see a 2% chance here in this region, and then a 5% chance of tornadoes here in this region. So we're going to have to watch that. Sorry about that, that was my phone. Here's the hail outlook. We see a 5% chance here in this region, and then we see a 15% chance in this region, and then we see a 30% chance of severe weather in this region here. So that's the area we'll have to watch. And then we see a zig area. That's where storms are going to be the highest chance of hail in that zig area. Let's look at the wind threat. We see that's a little lower, but still a 5% chance, 15% chance in this area, and a 30% chance, because that's not too big a risk today. Okay, we're going to look at day 2 categorical outlook now, and we have a moderate risk of severe weather. Before we look at this, we're going to go all the way back down here to the bottom, around the bottom, and we're going to read this probably right here. Okay, given the favorable environment forecast across this region and the potential for supercells, and upgrade to a high risk for multiple strong to potentially violent long-track tornadoes may be needed in a later outlook update. So there might be a high risk tomorrow, and that would be surprising to see it a week later, another high risk. And the last high risk had 50 tornadoes at least reported, so far at least. and we could have another high risk tomorrow, and I could see why. And tomorrow it's showing it's going to be even worse. So I have an outlook at the end of today's video of, because I put out high risk in my outlook, so I already spoiled it, so, but I put a high risk in my outlook because seemingly likely there will be, and I'll show you why later on. So there's a marginal risk of severe weather, one of the lowest risks, then a slight risk of severe weather, and then enhanced risk of severe weather, and then we see this moderate risk of severe weather. This is one of the rare ones. This has been issued quite a bit this month, 3 times I think this month. So yeah, so we see a moderate risk. As you see here, that's around the end part of the scale. There's only 2 big threats here. Moderate and high risk are the biggest ones. Enhanced is still pretty big, so anywhere from enhanced to high is a very big chance of severe weather or tornadoes. Still slight risk is, but not as much as like enhanced, moderate, or high risk of severe weather. Especially high risk is a very big risk and very rare, especially a week later. So if we see a high risk, that'll be rare. But you guys, I get why they might issue it tomorrow, but wow. Let's look at the tornado risk. This is a very big risk. This will probably change to a 30% chance. If there is a high risk of severe weather, actually, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we had a 45 to even 60% chance of tornadoes, just because of the significant tornado diameter. It's showing very high. If there was a 60% chance, I would say it'd probably be around that region about. But 2% chance for this region here, a 5% chance for this region for tornadoes, and this is the tornado outlook. 10% chance, and then we see a 15% chance of tornadoes. That's a big risk, and then possibly seeing a 30% chance. Yeah. And then there's Zig. That means the biggest risk of tornadoes will be in that area, and we see Zig is right in this area. So yeah. Let's look at the hail outlook for tomorrow. We see a 5% chance, a 15% chance, and then a 30% chance of hail, and then Zig. That means the biggest area of hail will be in that area. So yeah. And then the wind threat. A 5% chance, 15% chance, 15% chance, and then a 30% chance of wind. Especially later on in the storm, I think there will be a damaging wind threat. After the supercells turn to a line, there might be a damaging wind threat later on, like whenever it turns into a line, because it's showing it's going to turn into a line. Okay. The 3 categorical outlook. Good news, has nothing higher than a slight risk right now. That's a good thing. Hopefully it stays that way. But we do see 3 marginal risk areas right in this area, right in that area, and right up in this area. So we see a few marginal risks of severe weather, but nothing too big like a moderate, high, enhanced, none of those for day 3 categorical outlook. So that's some good news. Okay, let's look at NAM 3K here. We're going to look at tonight first. So we're seeing some thunderstorms possibly around this region. Seeing some strong thunderstorms, maybe a few tornadoes possible. Let's look at the CAPE, convective available energy, or food for thunderstorms. And we see there is enough CAPE in the atmosphere for severe weather here. If we look at the dew points, there should be enough. 65 degrees, 66, 60 degrees. So yeah, definitely enough for severe weather here. So yeah, we'll definitely see enough for severe weather today and tomorrow. And then we continue to see that move toward the moderate risk area. We could see some storms later tonight. It kind of depends on if this clears or this moves out of the area, and if there's some clearing in this area. It kind of depends. If we see storms in that area, that may make the risk a little less of a risk, but not too much less of a risk still. There will be probably some tornadoes, even if there is rain in the morning. We'll probably see some tornadoes, just not. It won't be as bad if it won't be as bad if it rains in these areas. So that's the good news. If it does rain in the morning and it stays around, we don't get much sunshine, that would be good news. But if we see rain in the morning, then become sunny in the afternoon, that would be bad news. So hopefully we don't see that happen. So this is going into tomorrow morning, and then the storms weaken, or possibly still some strong ones, but possibly into Texas still. But then we see some thunderstorms into Alabama, possibly some in Arkansas on them. So yeah, now let's move over here to the southeastern U.S. So let's look at the convective available energy here. You see there's well more than enough, and there will definitely be enough throughout the day, as you see. We'll continue to see Cape in this area. Look at dew points. We have 60 degrees, so definitely enough for severe weather, and it'll be there throughout the whole day. Dew points in Cape, so that's bad. So we see these showers and thunderstorms will clear out. Also, some supercells starting to develop around Louisiana. You see here the NAM model says there is going to be clearing possible. Maybe just a few rain showers, but it looks like it would be mainly clearing around that area in Mississippi, so that would be bad news. Yeah, we'll have to watch that. And then we see some supercells possibly developing later on into Mississippi, going all the way down in Louisiana. So some stronger storms, and this is out ahead of, these are just going to be probably supercells ahead of that main line here, as you see. I'll move through. So yeah, and then we see those storms continue into Mississippi. We'll probably see some supercells ahead of it. Right now, looking at this, it doesn't look like supercells here on this model, but doesn't look, or it looks like a line mainly, but we'll still have to watch this for maybe even a damaging wind threat. So we could have some supercells also up in near Arkansas, Tennessee, and then continuing, and then should by later in the night weaken, and yeah, as you see there. So yeah, we'll have to watch that. Let's look at the significant tornado parameter. And I think we're using NamNest here, I'm pretty sure. So, we're going to look on later into tomorrow. As you see, it starts out as those purples, some pinks, some reds. And the reds are about 5 to 7 on the significant tornado parameter. And then the pinks to purples are 7 to about 10 on the significant tornado parameter. So yeah, we'll see that happens, it says. Then we see some possibly even lighter blues in here. That's 10 or more on the significant tornado parameter. Yeah, 10.6 possibly up in this region. 10.6, that's above the thing on here. And then we see even more up in this area of reds, purples, and we see a lot of light blues in this region. So that means possibly significant tornadoes possible. So 11.4. There's some 13.9. So that's almost 14. Let's see, I'm trying to look here, see if we have any others. But those are big. This is going to be a big risk of severe weather. And then we see here. This is, I'm going to be most concerned about the significant tornadoes possible. This is why I think there will be high risk, because it shows significant tornadoes. Let's look at the HRR, see if the HRR is agreeing with it, with significant tornadoes here. And we'll look later on, and it looks like the HRR does say some tornadoes are possible. This doesn't show all the way out to where the NAM said, but yeah, And we'll just look at one other model here, see if this one agrees, if this does have significant tornado. Yeah, it does. Okay, we're going to look forward to tomorrow. This is on the wrap model on COD Meteorology. And we see there's some pinks to even purples and blues on here. And there's quite a bit of significant tornado parameter. So all these are showing at least near purple. And the HRR is, but we can't see the whole thing. So that's just bad news for tomorrow. That's why I'm kind of concerned for possibly a 60% chance of tornadoes, possibly, if the NAM is right about this. If the NAM is right about this, this is why I think there will be a possible 60% chance because of those lighter blues, meaning there could be some significant tornadoes around that region here. So we're going to have to watch that tomorrow. I'll try to have a video out, but I'm going to be pretty busy tomorrow. I have a few things going on tomorrow. If I can, I'll try to stream, but I don't think I will be able to. And I don't know if I'll be able to create a video. I hopefully will be able to at least post a video, but I'll try my best tomorrow. But let's look at my outlooks now here. Let's look at my outlook here for tomorrow, or for today. We see a marginal risk of severe weather in this region. We see a slight risk of severe weather in this region, and then we see enhanced risk of severe weather. So I agree with the Storm Prediction Center on that area. I really don't have much disagreements with the National Weather Service, or the Storm Prediction Center. Okay, let's look at tomorrow. We only have day 1 and day 2 convective outlook or categorical outlook. I'm just going to do today and tomorrow. So we see a marginal risk I put out here, a slight risk here, an enhanced risk. I put out moderate risk of severe weather because I really think there will be severe weather. Then I have a high risk issued for this region here. So I really agree with I just think there will be a high risk around this region. I think this would be the most area for tornadoes and all that. And if it continues to show significant tornado, big significant tornado parameters tomorrow, and if I'm able to post a video, I might put out extreme high risk. If it continues to show really, really high significant tornado parameters, but most likely that won't happen. But we'll see. Just because it's showing there could be a big tornado outbreak tomorrow, even some strong to violent tornadoes possible tomorrow. So you better have a weather radio on you and all that stuff. Hopefully you have your phone alerts on and everything for tomorrow. But thank you though guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.